Hey, what's up guys, TotallyDubbed here, and today I'm doing a video review on the Logitech G Pro gaming headset. Now this headset is aimed at those who are into esports or those who just want to game without all the frills of, like, let's say Bluetooth or wireless or anything like that. So without further ado, let's go into the review. So first of all, pricing, which is very important to me. It can be found for around £85 on Amazon.co.uk. On Amazon.com it seems like it can't be found at the moment, but I'll link it down in the description below in case it comes on sale. In terms of its competitors, it's got quite a few. There's a HyperX Cloud 2, which can be found for around £75. The Sennheiser GSP 300 for around £70. The SteelSeries Artist 5 RGB, that's £76. The Creative Sound Blaster X H5, £62. And finally the Lioncast LX50, which is highly underrated, at £53. So yes, there is a lot of competition, and the Logitech is obviously the most expensive out of the bunch. So let's see how it does. So I'm going to go into build quality, then in terms of recording, and then sound quality, and then my overall verdict. So build quality and design. So first of all, the design. Now it's got an all black matte slash rubbery feel to it. It doesn't come in any other colours, and nor does it come with that fancy RGB lighting, which you'll never see. So I've got no complaints in terms of design. Obviously it is a little bland for some people, but for me this is exactly what you'd want from a pro gaming headset. Now you'll be able to see where are the wires. Well, that's because both the microphone and the actual wire that it comes with are both removable, which is a great addition because you can remove the microphone, for example, and use it as a normal headphone. And if you come to a headset, then use this the microphone. Now the microphone connects via 3.5mm jack. It's got a malleable and kind of memory wire, which is very nice indeed, and it is a foam tip which is included within the packaging, and you'll be surprised not all headsets under £100 actually have that, and that's great in order to negate popping noises, which I'll get into in just a bit. Now the removable cable, it terminates by a 3.5mm jack, a straight 3.5mm jack. However, Logitech have also included a splitter in terms of microphone and line in, which is great for, obviously, for PC, because this is what it's designed for, but this means that you can use this 3.5mm jack to plug it directly into your mobile phone or your laptop or whatever you have, in order to make it just a little bit more simple. Now the cable goes in via 2.5mm jack into the headphones, and there is a little control pod with a volume wheel, which is the overall volume of the headset, and also a mic mute button, which is really nice, and then there's also a shirt clip as well. So great addition there, and the cable itself has a braided feel to it, which means it doesn't tangle easily. Now the headset itself has a pivoting design. It doesn't fold in, but in terms of this, it means that you can put it in your, like, let's say messenger bag or what have you. If you're going to a LAN tournament or an event, or you're going to see your friend, then you can take this a lot easier with you. Now the headset can be adjusted, as pretty much all headphones on the market can be, but it's nice to see that there's some little markings over here, so you can see that you've gone by 3 markings, and you can do the same on the other side. Obviously most of the time that's done by eye, but it's nice that Logitech added that little extra touch. Left and right indicator can be found within the headphones themselves, and in terms of the headphones look and design, as I said, it looks pretty nice. Now the headphones, or should I say the headset's comfort. Now Logitech have included also a set of velour, less deep pads, so you can see the difference over here between the two pads. Now I personally prefer these pads because they're a little bit more comfortable on my ears, but the fact that you've got the velour pads included in the packaging is a great addition, because everyone's head and comfort levels are going to be different. Now based on these pads, which are the pads I was using, I felt that the pads were really nice and wide, and that's just due to their drivers, which are quite wide, which means that they sit really around your ears rather than on ear in any sort of way, and given my big ears, using that as a benchmark, then I'll fit most people's ear sizes. So in terms of the overall diameter of that, it's great, but then in terms of the overall comfort of it, I did feel the Logitech headset had a slight clamp, and if you're wondering what clamp is like how tight these are sitting to your heads. Now, Beats headphones as an example have got a very tight clamp, whereas AKG headphones have got a very wide clamp. What that means is that this has kind of got a medium clamp, which is great in terms of it not falling off your head if you're going to be rage quitting or like rocking your head to some music, but at the same time, if you wear glasses like I do when I'm gaming, then what you'll find is that it will dig in over a long period of time. That said, a lot of headsets I've come across also do that. When I say long period of time, I'm talking about 2 to 3 hours plus of gaming. If you're going to be gaming for 1 hour or 2 hours at a stretch with the headphones on without taking them off, then you won't notice a problem with that, like I just mentioned. Now, the headset has a good padding, as I said already, with the ear pads themselves. There's also padding at the top, which prevents the plastic from digging in at the top of your head. So overall, in terms of build quality and design, I think Logitech have actually nailed the headset over here. It looks as it should, and it is designed as it should as well. And in terms of comfort and everything, it ticks all the right boxes. So now let's go into the recording and sound quality.
So we're back now, guys. So everything you can hear right now is coming directly from the headset. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is actually the overall cable length. It's 2 meters long, and it is decent in terms of having a 2-meter cable, but I would have liked it to be probably 2.5 meters or 3 meters. A small observation, just because I can notice it kind of like dragging across my PC. Rather, I would have preferred it to be going around the back of my PC instead. Now, in terms of recording quality, as you can probably hear, the sound quality is actually really good. However, on the other occasion, you can hear still some popping sounds. Now, it depends on how far you adjust your microphone, and for me, I found like a kind of ish the right blend. But nevertheless, the microphone quality, the actual recording quality itself, as in the raw recording quality, is actually quite good. The mids and highs are really pronounced. The only thing I feel that is missing is a little bit of a bass tones. So the bass tones are a little bit negated, and the mic isn't as boomy as I'd want it to be. It's not to say that's a bad thing, because in game and in calls, the most important thing is having like that kind of sharp-ish sound, which is not too sibilant. At the same time, I would have just liked it to represent my voice just a little bit better. Nevertheless, overall, it's a good mic, and in comparison to some of its competitors, it's actually among the best ones out there. Now, in terms of the sound quality of the headset, so I tested it on my amp and receiver, and also tested it on my mobile phone to see how it sounds. In all honesty, I was actually really surprised at the audio quality. It was really, really good. And compared to some of its competitors, for example, the HyperX Cloud 2, I felt that the headset actually did really good in terms of the mid-range and the highs. Something that the Cloud 2 kind of rolls off at the top end and has kind of like a slightly V-shaped sound signature. The G Pro really had a nice forward-sounding mids. Again, somewhat surprising given the fact that this headset costs under £100, something that you don't normally see on headsets that cost around this price. In comparison to the Lioncast LX50, which is only a £50 to £55 headset, I felt that the headset again had a lot more forward mids, but also the overall soundstage and the instrument separation of the G Pro was a lot better, meaning that when it came to gaming, I could hear enemies' footsteps coming from different locations, such as in Counter-Strike, or when it came to music, the instrument separation, like in a classic Santana Africa Bamba song, you could hear the instruments coming from left and right, and were beautifully portrayed. Given that the drivers as well have a really nice wide drivers, and given the ear cups as well, it all aids the overall soundstage. So what I'm trying to say over here is that the overall sound quality of the G Pro was really good. Breaking it down into section rather than comparing to other headsets, the sub bass was there. It does cut off at a slight frequency, but it is there, and therefore for boomy sound you're going to get it through the overall headset's sound quality. The mid bass has a tight slam. It could be a little bit better controlled, but nevertheless it's tight. It's not overpowering, and it's not wobbly in any way. The mids are very forward sounding, very impressive. They're not V-shaped, and yes, of course, they could be a little bit better, a little bit more accurate sounding, but overall, again, for a headset of its price, it's very impressive. The highs do roll off at the top end, but that said, there's plenty of sparkle at the top end, and I didn't feel that I was missing out too much, and I still kept my toes tapping when I was listening to music. So overall, in terms of the complete frequency, the headset does a fantastic job. And in terms of soundstage, if it wasn't already obvious, for gaming and for music listening, there's a great instrument separation, which is quite wide and deep, and also the way the tonality is being portrayed through the headset, even though it's just got a plastic design, is actually really impressive. So overall, the sound quality was actually really good, and it really surprised me and kind of took me by surprise. I'm like, this headset's really good. It doesn't sound like a £85 headset. It sounds like something that's worth more. And that pretty much leads me on to my conclusion. This headset really does punch above all of the headsets I mentioned before, and of course it is more expensive, about maybe £20 more expensive, or in some cases only £10 more expensive, but that extra investment is definitely worth it for the overall sound quality, recording quality, and from the build quality and the design of the microphone. Now, if I have to take it to another level, as in like going to £150 price tag or £200 price tag, there's a lot better headsets out there, including audiophile grade headsets with a mod mic attached. But for £85 for the overall package, I can't think of a single better headset that really competes with the one that that you see right now on my head. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you're looking for the best headset for under £100, I would definitely suggest these. They do really good job overall, and I can't really fault them for their price tag. And that's about it. Let me know in the comments below what you think is the best headset for under £100. I'll be really interested to know if, in case I've missed the headset, that's pretty much is possible. So do let me know in the comments below. More than anything, if you can subscribe, favorite and share, and like the video, it always helps the channel grow, which is great, and means that I can do more of this stuff, giving you honest, unbiased, unpaid reviews. Alright guys, I've been totally dubbed. Take care, and bye bye.